Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels. You know the routine. I am going to show you how to make a delicious meal that you can cook on a butane stove with not that many ingredients. You've caught me right in the middle of, I already started making this, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to record this for my Globies. I think this is a dish that they would like. Actually, it's gravy that you can use on those biscuits that I made last week. Sausage gravy. There's going to be a link up there, and you can hit that for those really easy biscuits that were just two ingredients, cream and self-rising flour. That was it. How easy is that? For this recipe, I've already gotten started. It just takes sausage, about a pound of sausage. It takes 2 to 3 cups of milk, but I had fat-free half and half. I don't know how I got fat-free half and half, but somehow when I went to the store, that's what I have in my refrigerator. So I use fat-free half and half. I like to use regular half and half, but you can use milk. But I added a little cream to it, kind of make it a little more rich. And then you also need flour, about maybe 1/4 to 1/3 cup of flour. And you can add butter, but I don't know if I'm going to add butter or not today. I'll see, because today I'm trying something a little bit different, and I'm going to add some chorizo. I'm not going to add a lot of chorizo because chorizo has a lot of fat and it'll have a lot of grease in your gravy. But if you can see here, I've got about maybe, I don't know, a couple of tablespoons of the chorizo that come in that package. And then you just cook this chorizo down. And if you get a little grease, too much or more than you want, you can just sop it up with a paper towel. But I think this is going to give this sausage gravy a really unique and great spicy little kick. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put the sausage in here. I'm going to cook that sausage, and we'll come back in a few minutes and see how it's going. Okay? I am going to go ahead and mix some of this chorizo up here with this sausage. Get it all mixed up so the flavor of the chorizo will go all the way through the sausage. I cook the chorizo first, so if there's any excess, or I started cooking the chorizo first to get some of the grease out of it before I added it and mix it in with the sausage. So you can add more chorizo if you like, but I think this is probably a good amount to give the flavor that I want to the sausage. So we're going to let this cook up here until the sausage, I don't see any more pink in it, because you don't want raw pork. And then we'll go to the next step. We'll be back in a minute. I think we're just about ready to go to the next step. So I'm going to add just about a tablespoon or so of butter in here to make it a little bit creamier, but you can or you can't. That's up to you what you want to do there. Let's get this stirred up around here. Got that all nice. Butter makes everything better. That's for sure. All right, now you see this is not pink anymore. It's all done. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some flour. And I'm going to let the flour. This is how you make regular gravy too, if you're making it like with ham hocks or that kind of thing. I don't know if I'm going to use all this flour or not. I'll see. But once I finish adding my flour, I don't really want to add any more after I've got it all mixed up, because it'll get lumpy. So I better use however much I'm going to use now, because what do they say? Speak or forever hold your peace. So I think I'm just going to use, that's about 1/4 cup. And I'm going to get that all mixed in here good. Because I don't want that Get it all in there good. I wonder what this would be like with cornstarch. Haven't tried that. If any of you have tried doing this with cornstarch, let me know. Now, of course, you could just buy a can of gravy at the store, sausage gravy, but I just think this is so much better. And oh, I didn't tell you, during the break, I added about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Because I just decided, you know what, I want minced garlic in here. So I did add some minced garlic in here. This is so simple. Now I'm going to start adding my hybrid milk and half but you can use whatever kind of milk you want. You really can. I just like half and half, and I didn't realize I got fat free, so added a little cream in here. So this is about 14 ounces or so. I'm going to be stirring this up. Let me get this stirred up, and then I'll come back. Get it good and stirred up, because you don't want any lumps in your gravy, that's for sure. No lumps in your gravy. Then I'm going to add a little more. I think it could go with a little more. But what you're going to do is, as it's cooking, you will see how it's thickening up, and whether it's thickening up the way you like it or not. And as this is something you really learn by doing. Let me see how this gas is up. Yep, about medium. So it looks like it's thickening up quite a bit, and it might be a little thicker than I want it. So I think I'm going to add a little more of this combination cream and milk here. And I think one of these, about 14 ounces, but I'll double check when I put it in the recipe, in the description. And then I'm just going to let this simmer. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to taste this now and see just how salty or seasoned it is from my chorizo and my sausage, to see how much seasoning I need. I really may not need very much seasoning, but I know I'm going to need some pepper. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something so I can taste this, and we'll be right back. I checked this out, and it does need some seasoning. So I'm going to add some Soul seasoning, maybe about, I don't know, a half a teaspoon or so of this Soul seasoning. And then I'm going to add some ground pepper. Let's see, where does this open? Huh? Okay, here we go. Add a good healthy dose of some ground pepper. This is right about the consistency that I want. It didn't take but about, once I got all the flour mixed in well, added a little of the liquid and a little more, it really only took about 5 minutes for this to get to where I wanted it to be. And let me show you the consistency of it. You see how this is nice and thick? It's not runny, but it's nice. It's not too thick, but it's nice and nice hearty gravy. Now, if you wanted it thinner, you could add more fluid to it or liquid to it, but I think this is just perfect. It has the garlic, the seasoned salt, the pepper. Well, time now for our favorite part, the taste test. I'm going to put this on 2 different things though, and I'm going to show you. So I'll be right back. Well, you know, it's now my favorite time, but I have a surprise for you. Not only did I do it on biscuits, but I also did it on home fried potatoes that are delicious with, oh, I had garlic in there and bell peppers and all kinds of seasoning. But I'm going to try each of them and let you know how I like them. That was perfect. Perfection. Let me try the other one now. This is the sausage gravy on home I don't know if you call them home fries. They're not really home fries, but they're potatoes. You know how you do the home potatoes with all of the good stuff? That's hard to decide. Both of these are so good. That is good. Well, you know what? You're going to have to just try both of them and let me know which ones you want. But the point is, this sausage gravy, it can go on these potatoes, home potatoes. It can go on biscuits. It could go on grits. It can actually even go on rice or cauliflower rice. So it's just a very, I can't even think of the word, but it's a dish you can use on a lot of things. That's the word that I'll say. But just flexible. That's what I'm trying to say, flexible. It's a very flexible dish. So another episode is over, Globies. Another episode of delicious but simple food cooked on a simple butane stove. So come on and join us next week. We have lots more coming up. You know, Mondays are out and about. Saturdays are lives. But this Saturday, I will not be doing a live unless a miracle happens and I get some internet, because I will not be anywhere where I think I'll be able to get internet. So we won't be having a live on Saturday coming up, but we will be returning the following Saturday. So I love all of you. Thanks for tuning in, and may your journey be filled with joy and blessings. Till next time, take care.